Okay, today I'm going to be recording the step-by-step instructions for Apply Your Knowledge on pages 322 and 323 in your textbook. For this assignment, we're going to be adding collapsible panels to a web page. We're going to start out by creating a new HTML web page. So click on HTML New. First, we want to give our website a title. So I'm going to call it Spry Widgets. And then I need to save this web page. So you go to File, Save As. For saving, I want to be saving in my Web Design 2 folder that you have. Navigate to Chapter 5. You don't need to put it in a folder, you're just going to save it in the Chapter 5 folder, and the name of the file will be Apply 5, since this is Chapter 5, .html to make it a web page. And then save. Okay, make sure you're in Design View and make sure you're in Classic View. After that, we're ready to get started. So the name of this web page is going to be Spry Widgets. You're going to type that out and hit enter to start a new line. This is where you need to make sure you're on your Spry tab, and we're going to be adding 3 collapsible panels. So select Spry Collapsible Panel. Now down below here, I'm going to reset my classic view. Down below here, I'm going to name my panel. So the name of the panel will be Spry Panel 1. I'm going to make the display as closed and the default state as closed. However, for right now, I'm going to change it to open so that I can type some content in there. I'm going to change the tab to read What are Spry Widgets? Question mark. And then the content is going to read Spry Widgets are code scripts that provide various forms of interaction on a web page. Notice over on the right we now have the Spry rule that's popping up. Okay, so you can go ahead and make sure you click on this div tag down below and that your default state is now closed. And your display is also closed. Okay, click underneath. We want to insert another Spry collapsible panel. I'm going to give it a name, so if you have to, like if I click off, you have to click back on this div tag right here. We want to call this Spry Panel 2. We want the display to be closed and the default state to be closed. I'm going to now change the name of the tab to read How can Spry Validation improve a form? Oops, I'm going to undo because I accidentally went too far when I hit enter. And now I'm going to click on this div tag down below. For right now, make the default state open and the display open so I can type in the content down below, and I'm going to type in the answer to that question. typo. Okay, with the answer to that question, I'm going to click down below on my div, make sure the display is closed and that the default state is also closed. And finally, I'm going to click down below to add one more Spry widget, which is another collapsible panel. Here I want to change the tab name . And I'm going to type an answer. You can refer to these answers on page 322 in your book. Okay, so this answer is describing exactly what we're doing right now, which is providing titles for our panel tab and content within. Now I'm going to click on the div tag down below. I want to name this Spry Panel 3. Make the display closed and the default state closed. Okay, this is a good time to save my page again. You can agree to changing these style sheets, and now you want to view your website in Internet Explorer or Chrome. When you view this web page, you should see your 3 collapsible tabs pop up. You can open them up by clicking on them, and then you can close them to hide. Notice that the default state is closed because that's how we set it. Alright, so that's all for that one. You are done with Apply Your Knowledge.